Hey, Norrum here, and I wanted to show you this game. It's called Anarchy Arcade. It's not a game, it's like a virtual desktop, you know? It lets you use 3D models to have shortcuts to actual files on your computer. So each of these models, 3D models, are a shortcut to a different game of, the Resident Evil franchise, and I think that's pretty cool. You can scroll down the different models. You can have arcades. I used CD cases, which is a bit boring because you can actually do things like this. These are emulated through MAME, and you can have them be shortcuts that are the actual arcade. Now, the images, you have to find them yourself. I searched for them on Google and downloaded them to my hard drive. Yes, I did that for each of the arcades, and it took me a lot of time, but here are the results. It's actually pretty good looking. Today I want to show you my entire arcade. So this place actually isn't my main arcade. This is an old one that I did. This is the first one that I did after the Redux update. I had one before that, but I think it got lost. And after the Redux, I tried it again with this map, but soon enough I realized that it was a bit too little for what I intended to do. So then I made myself another one on SM Oscard, and here we are. So yeah, this is something I made up recently. I made me up a kind of an office, personal office. I have here my desk, my logo, my channel, and yes, I intend to use this game sort of like a presentation to all my videos. I could go out and search for the game I'm talking about on a 3D physical space. I think that would be cool, that would be nice. But this video in particular is about showing you my entire place, my entire arcade. So, roll the intro. So yeah, I started a new one, and this is what I've got. Haven't quite finished it yet. There's a lot that's left to do. Yes, I did the shelves again, and this time I added Resident Evil 2. These are the Half-Life shelves. It's not exactly Half-Life, it's more about the entire collection of Valve games, except for Counter-Strike. Here's the Grand Theft Auto one, and yeah, there's not much to say. I just search for the logos again, like I did for Resident Evil. Oh, what? There was a chair here. Oh, let's put it back in. Chair? What's up with that? Okay, let's put in old-fashioned office one. Like that. Oops, got stuck. Loop. So one of the things I need to complete is the music room. Gotta put a lot more of music, all links to YouTube videos, and yeah, I've got a lot of albums I want to put. Yes, I am a legendary Eagle Master. I think that's the name, I don't know. So yeah, talking about the music room, this corner will have actual files in my computer. I have quite a lot of MP3 files that I want to reproduce. This corner will have game soundtracks. Yeah, that's why I use the jukebox that I think it's a model from GTA 4, because it has Mad Dog on it, it has OG Lock. Definitely a GTA game, but I don't know which one. We have the Retrowave Zone. In this room, I just plan on, putting every single game right on this table. Not just that I like, but also that has a retrowave aesthetic. And the retrowave aesthetic is well, the one you're seeing, scan lines and the scan line sun with the 3D grid, Miami, synthwave music, yeah, all of that stuff. Next to the retrowave zone, we've got the hot seat room. So on the hot seat room, I've put a lot of local multiplayer games, you know, so I've got visits on home and I want to play some games with them. I can open Anarchy Arcade and this room could refresh my memory on which games I own, which games I could play with that person on that moment. At our right, we've got the bar with these two plants welcoming us at the entrance and, you know, Carrie, of course. At the bar, I have put 4 player games, and they all can be played locally as well. And these little shelves here are to put any games that didn't fit on this wall that can be played with 4 players as well. So we can enter through there or through the main hall to the emulation room. So what I dedicated this room to is pretty obvious. I've got my PS1 shelves here, I've got my PS2 games over here, and yeah, I've got all of these on my hard drive, believe it or not. And over here we have my Super Nintendo games. I think I found a bug. So these games can be played with libretto. I don't know how to say it. I'll just say it phonetically as if I was speaking Spanish, but you can play them with libretto, and what that causes is that when I open them, then I deselect them, and instead of showing the image I assigned to them, the screen image, it will show a snapshot of the game when it was played with libretto. And I can't change that, you know, I can reset the screen image. I can copy that and do that, and then put it again, and nothing will change. And also Sith, I didn't know where to find another better looking pool table, so I just borrowed it from one of the feature maps that you put up. I don't know how this works, the featured maps feature. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you manually put them up, but yeah, I found this pool table model on one of yours and saved it. Little side note, I recently won 2 tickets to go to Spain and watch the grand finals for the Champions League. And I went to the Anarchy Arcade stream that you should go watch. I told this to the developer of this game, Sith, SM Sith Lord. And he started celebrating at his arcade, you know, on VR with soccer clips at the background. And also, talking about the pool tables, he had an even better looking one on this arcade. Man, you gotta pass me those out. I just realized that this image is maybe a bit too bright for this environment, so I'm gonna change that up. A bit better, it's a bit more brownish now, but still looks cool. By the way, if you're wondering, this is a logo for a card game that I created, and the logo is designed by a sweet person called Dex. Maybe I will put some links to her profiles if you're interested in her designs. And if you're interested in my card game, well, I plan on doing a video about, you know, how to play it and stuff. I actually recreated the cards on Tabletop Simulator, so I may do a cameo on that video, you know, playing the actual cards, real life, and playing the Tabletop Simulator version. That could be fun. So that's all I have to show on the second level. Let's go down to the first level. So right as you enter the first level, you will be welcomed by a DeLorean. I found a nice image of the exact thing I did there, and I thought it would be real cool if I put it here, you know, just left to the actual thing. Down this hallway we've got the racing games, and I call this the Outrun Zone. Got some retrowave YouTube playlists that, you know, I could play right now. I could put this one. So yeah, I've got Need for Speed Carbon, I think that's how you spell Carbon. I've got Most Wanted, and I've got Underground 2. And over here, these are the ones I've got from Steam. I've got Odd Drive, that it is an indie game, that it's just an infinite runner. I've got Flat Out 2, really cool game, and I've got Dirt 3. Right over here, I've got a chamber. A spatial chamber, which holds just the most classic arcade games, you know, Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong, of course. And on the other side, I've got Defender, Asteroids, and Galaga, which I think are the three most classic space-themed arcade games that there are. But what could I know? I'm only 19 years old. I wasn't even alive when these came out. So anyways, moving on. I've got Ghosts and Goblins, Green Beret, and on my left, I've got the real arcade. The fighting games part is already complete, you know, pretty much. But at this wall, next to the House of the Dead arcades, I plan on placing some Time Crisis arcades, maybe just one Time Crisis arcade. I want to use the biggest amount of arcade models that there are, and one of them is like, let me show it to you. I remember this from the arcades. I think these were the ones that had Terminator games. Yeah, I think so. Here it is. Yeah, this is undoubtedly the Time Crisis arcade. Yeah, I just need to download the game, the actual game, to then, you know, use this model to make it its shortcut. This is a drawing that I did of myself. I did it on Paint. Yeah, I do lots of stuff on Paint. In fact, that wall over there, right on my office, yeah, I have put lots of shortcuts of drawings of mine I did on Paint. I actually have a DeviantArt that I will leave in the description if you're interested and if you like these drawings enough. This wall, I didn't show it to you. Just have, you know, some trilogies of games I like a lot. The Sims trilogy, the Power of Chaos Yu-Gi-Oh trilogy, Harry Potter, and Roller Coaster. What I liked about putting these trilogies here is that they all maintain the same logo across the three different games, you know, so The Sims has at least the same letters, you know. For the second game they twisted them a bit and they changed the I so that it's wider from bottom to top, and the third game made them all like be aligned. Roller Coaster is kind of the same, just that, you know, the curve is inverted on the third game. Harry Potter, well, you know, they wouldn't have changed it much more than, you know, the color of it. And yeah, these 3 games are really cool. I really recommend them to you. So yeah, that is my arcade. I hope you liked it. I hope it inspired you, you know, to make something. And I hope I managed to entertain you a little bit. So see you next time.